next up, we're going to get into this one from Tiger. It goes by the name Yardie Fiesta from Alkaline. I'm a big fan of Alkaline, and I'm excited to get into this one. So yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. Honey Challenge. What is honey? Oh, it's the thing that I've tried. It can't just be me, yeah. Everyone else must get the adverts for honey as well. Any chance of getting the playlist queue on screen? Okay, cool. This is as far as we are going to go today. This is what I've estimated we are going to be able to do. I do write down a little running order before each show. I make notes and stuff about what we're going to do. So we're going to get into Oliapo's suggestion after this one, Ticketarians after this one, and then Dominic Andrews will be the last one of today, just so everyone is aware. We normally get for about maybe 8 or so on the Friday streams. Again, we want to allow like sort of 8 to 9 minutes per thing. We want to allow time for a little bit of a chat, a little bit of an intro. I don't want to have to rush through them. And as I said before, I've got things to do, so I've got to go to a party afterwards. I can't help it. I have to go out and drink a few more of these. So there we go. It's been a busy week, people. It's been a busy week. We're going to get into this one, though. Alkaline, Yardie Fiesta. I know there are a lot of fans of Alkaline on this channel. I know there's a lot of Alkaline fans in the chat as well. One of the best fan bases that I've ever seen on the channel. Whenever I post anything about what Alkaline is doing, I end up with loads of notifications on Instagram, people sharing what we're doing. It's so cool to see. Such a wicked fan base. But yeah, this one alongside DJ Frass. Let's get into it.
Frass. Yo, 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 yo. Leave me low, we know. Pull up in the Benz outside. They have full of vibe, oh vibe. Girl, I'ma keep up in one night. Drum come on, she a go feel more like. Can't touch her, so she turn in a animal. And them ya kind of thing ya make me miss carnival. She start make up her face. Electric with her waist.
The vocal melody on this, I can't remember the name of the tune. But there's a tune that came out a few years ago that I always spin in sets, and the hook goes, "I'm all the pretty girl we like." I can't remember who does it, but the melody on that is identical to the melody on this from Alkaline. There's such a similar kind of direction. This sounds really, really cool, though, man. First, I'm actually listening to this one again. It's DJ Frass, always great on the production side of things. Very energetic, very lively. I'm enjoying the sounds. Guys, how are we feeling about this one? Get involved in the chat on the right-hand side.
Everybody in the party, I be a girl, let me dance carnival. She na pum pum shots, me a steer, me no care, yo. Cause any man a runny bird, them a scare crow. Money in a pocket, we a flash with the near round. Like pinchers, we a bundle here up. Y'all a bubble up on every woman to a man. Them a dash for pussy if you no get a you wrong. Party ram up your fuck. Yes, on me a jam. Y'all a mind select a better no stop his song. And the liquor she a lose it. Drunk up a dose it. Move your body to the music.
This is relatively tame for Alkaline, isn't it? Like, normally we would have had massive kind of vocal breaks and stuff, but I actually quite like the fact this is more stripped back. We get to see a different side of Alkaline's character. We get to see a different kind of direction. Hewlett's saying it's a good Alkaline song, granted, but it doesn't push the envelope. Again, you have to take into account that this came out in 2018. So July of 2018 as well. So the first half of 2018 when we're listening through it. Like, if we're being honest, this was a period where dancehall was quite generic. There were a lot of tunes that sounded very similar. There were a lot of tunes. It felt a lot more about kind of rhythm tapes than it does now. Obviously, we still have the rhythm tape thing going on, but this was a period of time where everything kind of felt like it was based around rhythm tapes again, which was a cool period. But it was more about the producers than the vocalists, I feel, during this sort of time period. And I think Alkaline sounds quite cool on this, to be honest with you. It's different from the kind of Alkaline we're normally used to. Deadly Lord saying, look at the views on that one, on that song, CubCam. 14 million. Alkaline does numbers, bro. Yeah.
Me a feature, me up, me gonna make me use it. Girl, spending money and a flirt, I put it in a reverse. Feel all of this and know me, I get me money worth it. Go on, girl, do your thing. Little from this and know straight to fucking. Link I touch her, so she turn in a animal. And them ya kind.
Can someone please find the tune that I'm talking about? I'm gonna find it. It's on a tape. It will be in my Serato somewhere, and I'm not going to bring my Serato up on screen, but it will be in there because I know the tune. It's really, really aggravating. But yeah, I can't remember the name of that tune because the melodies are so similar. And it's a tune I was running on radio back in 2015. Trying to think of who the vocals sounds like it could be Bounty Killer as well. But I don't know. Guys, how are we feeling about this one in general? Let me know in the chat on the right-hand side. Get involved. And if you haven't already, make sure you are throwing a like on the video. Samney's saying, I used to live in the UK when dancehall was big, but it came monotonous and fell off. I fear Afrobeats might head in the same direction. I don't know. You know, I think dancehall is very much back. I feel dancehall is very much on a much more greasier tip than it was at the time. It was a lot more about kind of, a lot of it was more sort of like party tunes and love influence tunes and lovers tunes, you know. And I think we've moved down a much more gritty avenue with dancehall. Dancehall's adapted now. Dancehall has turned into something completely different to what it was in sort of 2017, 2016, when you had people like Christopher Martin first popping, you had Taurus Riley really starting to get into his stride, when you had all of these kind of newer artists, when Jamil was first coming out as well, when you had all of these artists first started popping onto the scene. However, now all of these guys are established, and you've got the new heads like Skeng, like Tommy Lee Sparta, like Chronic Law, all of these new heads that are really, really pushing a much more kind of, I want to say, aggressive, more underground style of dancehall. I love seeing the transition, to be honest with you. It's really, really cool to see.
Boss nigga blast off, surpass figure, start make some last figure, see that we are the biggest thing now our road. Mistakes in the past, but give thanks when I lost. Life greater than anything where money can afford. So we are live with life the way we feel fair. No them one here fuck we reach way. We so immortal, them can't defeat way. Plus me have me granny up a even way I keep me. Party done away the after party there. Ready for cut and him, I wonder which part she there. In a me front seat, cock up on your hawks, me say. Stop a road for buy a piece of chicken, she clarty way. And we are live with life.
I really like this, man. Again, this is an older one. It's not one of Alkaline's first tunes. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring Alkaline's actual page on screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back and find where this is on the listing, because I know he had a ton of imp stuff out before this. This is, what, 2018 when this came out? So how many years ago is 2018? That's 4 years ago. I just need to find the picture that looks the same. So the yellow, look for yellow. So this came out, 3 years ago. Or more like 4 years ago. So yeah, there was so much, like, stuff going out prior. I'm just trying to think of the first time I remember hearing Alkaline. When was it? Scumbag might be the first time, you know, because that's over Boombox, isn't it? Yeah, it's over Boombox rhythm. It might be Scumbag the first time I actually heard what Alkaline was up to. Absolutely love Scumbag, man. I love that tune. But yeah, we'll let this one run through for another 30 seconds, and then we'll get our final breakdown.
The way we feel big motor kid in the street, I was in the night, nobody no sleep, Did I tell you, boy, you no believe it? That touch so shit on in a animal. And them ya kind of thing, ya make mommy's carnival. She start to make up our fears, get while I move up our wheels. Everybody in the party, I be a girl like me, they carnival.
Well, there we go then, the sounds of Alkaline, this one alongside DJ Frass, Yardie Fiesta. Cool tune, like the vocal melody. I really am trying to remember where that melody is originally from. And you know what, I'm actually going to have to look it up. Because is it Anthony B? It might be an Anthony B tune. It might be a Loot and Fire tune. If it's a Loot and Fire tune, then it's newer. No, that's not it. I'm looking at this on my other screen. Is it an Anthony B tune? Pretty Girl, there it is. It's an Anthony B tune, and it's actually more recent. So it's actually Anthony B that copied the Alkaline flow. My bad, I got it wrong, guys. Listen to you know what? We're going to bring it up on this screen, and we're going to quickly listen to it to finish this off, and you'll see the melody is identical. Pretty Girls. I don't normally do this with comparisons, but the melodies are so similar, I can't not do it. And there's such a that melody. It's the same melody.
I've been right here waiting for you all my life.
I knew I wasn't making it up. I knew there was some substance to the waffle I was chatting. But there we go. Alkaline, very cool tune that goes by the name Yardie Fiesta. Very much enjoying it. Going through your comments on the right-hand side. Ateka with the 8 out of 10. Deadly Lord with the 9 out of 10. Alongside this, Alkaline Deadly Lord saying Alkaline, one of the most versatile artists ever. Detta for life. Dominic saying 5 out of 10. It's forgettable. Is this a new track? No, obviously it came out a little while ago. Faith saying alongside this, don't know about dancehall, but I share the same view with Sammy about Afrobeats. Obviously not wanting it to become too saturated. Alongside this, Dominic Andrew saying, obviously, the flow from Alkaline is lit. Flow-wise, it's 7.5. Deadly Lord saying, we do it first. It's very similar. Faith also saying it's really similar. I knew I wasn't going mad. I was slightly worried I was going mad, but I knew I wasn't. Dominic Andrews, along the topic of Afrobeats potentially becoming too saturated, I feel. Afrobeats continues to evolve with the likes of Afro Ray from Rema, Emo Afrobeats from CK, Afrofusion from Burner and WizKid. This is the sort of thing I mean. Like, you're going to have similar rhythms, similar melodies and sort of similar structures, but there's always going to be things that changes. I feel Afrobeats is a lot wider as a genre than a lot of the much more central lying dancehall that was popping during the time we're currently talking about. There's a competition amongst new artists to stand out, so don't worry. Again, I think that I definitely agree with that. There's a lot of like premise on sounding outside the box and trying different things. That's why CK's popping. That's why Rema's popping. It's why Fireboy's doing things completely differently. His new single sounds completely different to anything we've heard. So, yeah, very excited to move forward.